All right, people. Welcome to Wrestle Talk. As I just chucked my hat across the room and I don't even know where I stood. My name is Gordon Maston. Matt Jericho is finally back here from the dead, and
Yep.
we are going to bring you wrestling. I don't know how long this podcast is going to last. I'm talking about length-wise, episodes-wise, because who knows? I'm going to get turned off the product again. I don't even know. This could just be a short-term thing for after WrestleMania that'll fill in subsequently for Raw reviews.
Yeah.
And I'm just going to say this now. I botched that entire thing because when it came on, I lost my sound. Like, I lost the sound to it.
I think they get it though.
And, because it came, like, when I said I was starting it, and I started it, like, it literally took 2 seconds for the entire thing to start. And I'm just standing here. If anybody wonders where I am, I got my hat. Because I just chucked the hat, just for, yeah, we're excited. And for those who don't know, that was the AJ Styles entrance. And what a way to enter back in to the realm of Wrestle Talk.
Yeah. Great to be back. And yeah, hopefully we get a good Rumble tomorrow. Be talking about that.
No, Matt, you I'm not going to say I didn't want to do this, but you're the one who suggested this. So, I mean, it's odd that I'm the one who's normally, it's odd to me that we're doing this and I didn't suggest it.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna let you jump in, and I want you to run the train today. I want you to go from topic to topic. Tell me anything you want to talk about. We'll talk about it, and actually, here's what we're gonna do. Anything that you possibly forget or don't bring up, I'll bring it up. So the show is yours today, my friend.
All right, let's start it off fun with some. Should we do the? Well, let's see. Do you want to wait for the predictions, or should we talk about? Let's see. I kind of want to do the predictions right now, but in a way, I don't know if we should save that for last.
We'll save that.
Okay. So big news this week, though. Well, we're having the number one contender match for NXT this week, right?
Joe versus Corbin versus Zayn. Yes.
And that not only do you have that, but you also have Lucha Underground. Season 2 starting, and we're excited for that.
Now, let me just say about NXT. I think it's, I might as well say this now. Austin Aries just signed with them.
Yeah.
And that fits Baron Corbin's character perfectly, an indie guy coming in, trying to take his spot. And people say, well, Austin Aries from TNA led the indies. Before that, he was at Ring of Honor, and he was I think he's like the top 3 for longest reigns in Ring of Honor, for Ring of Honor World Champions in history. But on top of that, he's, what happened with him? Oh, yeah, he is an indie guy. So I think Baron Corbin is going to be the guy who's the odd man out, who's taking the fall here. I think Baron Corbin gets choked up by Samoa Joe because, okay, maybe this can happen. I don't know, but Zayn sounds interesting too because Zayn creates such a good story dynamic. But I think Joe getting choked out by Corbin happens again. I mean, Corbin getting choked out by Joe happens again. You got a call for that match? Because I think the obvious choice, Sami Zayn, he's just fitting. But it's face versus face, which NXT has done before. But
I kind of think, honestly, I think Baron Corbin's going to win the whole thing. I say that because don't you think, I mean, Zayn's going to be coming up to the main, when's he supposed to come up to the main roster?
I'd say sometime after WrestleMania.
After Mania? So, how many specials do we have until Mania, pretty much, for NXT? 2, maybe?
The next special is 2 days before WrestleMania in Dallas.
All right, so 1. So, in a way, I get why people will say Zayn might win it, and then, he'll go out as because he'll be the only 2-time NXT champ, right?
Yes, they're running off the whole Ring of Honor dynamic, keep the title prestigious as possible.
Yeah. So, Zayn is understandable. I don't think it'll be Joe. I think Joe's going to skip the title, and either Joe's just going to stay in NXT or go to WWE sooner or later.
That's the reason, like I said before, I say Corbin's losing because Aries can come in, and we already know any indie guy that comes in with that big of a name is going to get the automatic spotlight, and Corbin hates that. Corbin honestly can't stand that. That's why he says he works for his job, and these guys just come in with a sense of entitlement.
Yeah.
So I think Corbin loses and goes into a feud with Aries. Now, here's where I think that has to go. Aries has to lose that feud. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I hope so.
Because you can't have Corbin like if you're gonna do that. I'm hoping they do that, but Corbin has to win that feud. Like you
What
can
about?
go
Oh, go
ahead.
ahead. Well, what if Corbin's the guy that beat? Oh no! Wait, so the number one contender is fighting Finn Balor 2 days before Mania, right?
I believe they're gonna hold that special off till then. Yeah, I believe so.
I do not think Sami Zayn is going to win it then, because honestly, if he's going to come up the next, 2 days later or whatever to Raw, I don't see him having the NXT title with him. They did it with Kevin Owens. I don't think they're going to want to do that again with Sami Zayn. I honestly just think that, that was a one-time thing. And, I'm going to say Corbin's going to, because like you said, Corbin's going to win the feud against Aries. So what if Baron wins? He can still go into the feud with him after, though. I say Corbin's going to win it.
Just get, although they'll just do the typical story that do at NXT. If Corbin does win the triple threat, then no go Joe and Aries because Aries came in and him and Joe have a past, not only from TNA but from Ring of Honor as well.
Yeah, you can do that. You can go either way with this, but I honestly think Baron's going to win.
I do too. And if you really want to make Aries the heel, you can make him go after Zayn because like I said, I'm not a fan of Austin Aries, but I'll give him
No,
credit.
I'm not either.
I'll give him credit where credit's due. He can play a good heel character, but he can
If he's
also
his own.
as well. Yeah, and it's not CM Punk 2.0. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you very much, TNA. Because you don't have CM Punk, you're gonna get the closest guy to it, who has a bad attitude and, God, whatever it is.
Yeah.
Just do what you want, whatever.
Who do you want to win this week, though? The number one contender. You going for Zayn?
This is hard because I like all three of these guys now. For anybody who
Same
hasn't heard me
here.
in a while, yeah, I like all three of the guys. I like Zayn for the sense that him and Finn would create a good story, just character driven. Like, oh, Zayn fought his way back to the NXT Championship after overcoming a shoulder surgery, and two other practically monsters in Baron Corbin, who calls a monster, and an agent who decides your fate in Baron Corbin, and the Lone
Yeah.
Wolf, and gets back to Finn Balor. That to me would be the perfect Sami Zayn story. Now, in Sami Zayn's fashion, he has to fall short.
Right.
But if we're just going there, I mean, Finn has been a good champion, but I'm not gonna say I think it's officially time for a changing of the guard, but I'm fine with Finn. But if you're gonna make somebody else win like Joe or Corbin, especially Corbin makes the most sense. Give the title
Yeah.
to Corbin.
That's what I say. I'm rooting for Corbin, but I'm not going to be mad if Zayn wins it or Joe. I honestly, I'm excited to see all three of them. Either one can work, but I'm going for either Zayn or Corbin. Now, I know I said I liked all of them, but I like them both a bit more than I like Joe.
I say that Joe is making Corbin tap because a guy like Baron Corbin will not want to have his pride shot down by saying he went to sleep to Samoa Joe. And I know in wrestling when you pass out, it's more of it's disrespectful to not tap out than and just go and pass out. I don't think Corbin's going to take that right, and I don't think Corbin's going to look at it that way. I think Corbin's going to tap out so he knows he didn't go to sleep, and Samoa Joe didn't look dominant over him, well, as dominant as he already could have.
Yeah, it's kind of unique if they do that.
Yeah, I'll agree there.
But so you say Joe's gonna win it, or you say who do you say is gonna? You say Joe?
I say
I'm
Joe and Corbin makes the most sense.
I say Corbin. That's what I'm rooting for in a way, but yeah, Sami Zayn's kind of the guy that he's almost like the wild card, or he's either the wild card for some people or the number one prediction. I think most people are going to predict Sami Zayn to win.
Because Matt, did you see NXT this week?
I watched parts of it. I'm going to go back and watch it. What time is it right now? I need to finish it. I was just pretty busy with community service and getting credits this week for high school, so it is 3. I'm probably going to watch it after the Ducks game.
Okay, well, okay. Well, they had 3 matches, and a debuting Rich Swann from, I think he wrestled in Dragon Gate and PWG. He's basically Black Neville, if you really think about it. And he faced Corbin this week, and he had a pretty impressive showing against Corbin. But the reason I say Joe is because Joe main evented, right?
Right.
And like, you know, when they give a video package in NXT main event hype, that means they're trying to like make a statement with something.
Yeah.
Like, you just never know what at that point in time.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Joe faced Johnny Gargano, who's a pretty good wrestler in and of itself. He's like, actually, he shocked me this week because I haven't really heard Gargano kind of promo, but he's a pretty good talker as well. And you're probably just gonna laugh at this, Matt. I want your honest thoughts. He calls himself Johnny Wrestling.
Johnny Wrestling. No, that's pretty cool.
All right then. Well, with that being said, he faced Joe this week, and Joe just straight out. That's the closest into a squash match I've seen in NXT in a while. Like, Joe just like, what do you call it? Even Corey Graves making jokes. Like, he does this thing, right, where he jumps through the middle rope and like does a diving spear, right?
Uh-huh.
And then he tried jumping through the rope on Joe. Joe straight kicked him in his face.
Jeez.
Graves, like, I didn't see it throw his arms up, but he's like, it's good! Wrestling, not football. I'm telling you, he just got his head kicked in like it was football, though.
Wow.
Joe squashed him, put him in a coquina clutch, and killed him. And I say they're trying to get across the point that Samoa Joe's going to be the most dangerous in that match. That's why I go with Joe. Corbin was on the ropes in his match against, what do you call it, Rick Swann. And Zayn, he struggled against Adam Rose, dude.
Who did?
Zayn.
Struggled.
Like, he caught Adam Rose out of nowhere with the Koji clutch and won the match. That's how he won.
Wow.
Adam Rose, like, Zayn did fire up a little bit, but Adam Rose was maintaining control for most of that match. So I say it would be pretty, like, it'd be all my, like, if Sami Zayn wins next week, I'm not surprised at all, but at the same time, it's like, wow.
Yeah. I don't think Zayn should do it. I don't know. I think if there's someone who's going to win the NXT title twice, I don't think it would be somebody that would be in right now. I
entirely believe it's Sami Zayn. You know why?
Sami Zayn. Well, I mean, he's going to be he's coming to the main roster soon. He's probably going to be in the Rumble.
Yes, but like we said before, and it sucked that he's the first ever two-time NXT champion that's going to have two of the shortest NXT championship reigns ever. But at the same time, it can be like this. Sami Zayn is the heart and soul of NXT. And I know you don't like the guy, but Tom Phillips even said it himself. This crowd will chant a lot for everybody and anybody who they want to, but no one will get as consistent a reaction as Sami Zayn.
Well, wouldn't you think if he had one short run, you'd have to give him another one, at least big one, until he has to go out?
I'd say just do it to do it Owens. Like, okay, like they have 3 tapings per, like they have 3 episodes per taping, right?
Right.
And then during all the tapings, you make Zayn wrestle 1 time out of the 3, and that's on the last taping. Other than that, you just give him a bunch of backstage interviews and promo segments.
Yeah.
You can do that, make that run for about a good 3 months. Have him, like, make a story where Sami Zayn wants to, like, defend his championship and say, you know what, I don't feel like I got a lot of mileage out of my last NXT championship run. Make him defend it a whole bunch, and then lose it at the next live special.
Yeah, that works.
So then he had a good amount of defenses under his belt. The title reign might not have been that long. Wait, so that's 1, 2, that's 3 defenses. And then a 4th one will be at the next live special. And then he loses. Gives the title to Corbin.
Huh. Yeah. Yeah, that makes sense.
Corbin or Joe really doesn't matter to me. I don't care.
I would hope Corbin.
Yeah. Although, have you seen Samoa Joe's latest heel work, my friend?
No, he's good. I'm just saying. I mean, I'm kind of thinking that Joe's going to be coming up soon, too.
But no one knows that for sure, though. Like, everybody's been saying that since he's been here. And the rumor was, coming to Money in the Bank, Sheamus wasn't going to win Money in the Bank. Joe was going to win it and then go work for the Authority as their assassin.
They should have done that.
And then
that would have been way better than Sheamus.
That would have been Rollins, like, if Rollins would have got injured. Like, from what I heard, Rollins would have got turned on there. by the Authority, and Joe would have cashed in on him. He would have went instant babyface. And then
Oh man,
he wouldn't have even wanted to go after Joe. He would have wanted Triple H for associating the entire thing. He would have had his rematch.
that
He would have had his rematch with Joe, lost, and then had Triple H. That's SummerSlam.
man, I would have went with that rather than Sheamus.
Exactly. And that sounds a lot better. But Rollins still gets injured, and then you have Samoa Joe and Roman. Oh!
It might suck because Samoa Joe would get beat by Reigns, but I don't know.
He would.
Joe would have the title. Joe would have the title.
He would, but then we'd have Vince writing promos for Roman. Well, you're a fat, sloppy Joe. Like, just, oh my God.
Yeah.
Instead of Sheamus being called Tater Tots, we'd have Joe being called Sloppy Joe.
Sloppy Joe.
Dude. Oh, yeah, that's another thing that bothered me too over the last couple of months. Tater Tots.
Just corny, and he hasn't had one like that.
Whoever popped for that is a sick human being.
Yeah, I mean, he hasn't had a promo like that recently, but I mean, watch now with that everyone's saying that now, like he's gonna have one any day now.
Agreed.
So it's kind of due for a corny one-liner.
I will entirely agree with you there. All right, but I think women's wise, NXT. I know you may I know you may not know these girls that well, but we got Bayley and Carmella, and they have their feud. They're doing the whole best friends angle, and Kevin Owens has said it himself in certain interviews. Best friends work the best together. So Bayley and Carmella, they're doing the best friends angle. Bayley won a battle royal, and it looks like we're getting Bayley. Looks like we are getting Bayley and Carmella pretty soon. I don't think Carmella's winning the title, but I'll say this much: she has improved. But I'm expecting a heel turn here.
A heel turn?
Carmella to turn heel because, people would say, "Wait, she's with Enzo and Cass." Yes, but this is my logic. Enzo and Cass could get called up at any time. I'm saying they'll be at Mania, and if they're not at Mania, they'll be there the night after Mania. So
I think at Mania.
Well, not logic. You have her do something dastardly and dirty, or screw Enzo and Cass again, because Enzo and Cass had them one more shot at Dash and Dawson. So you have her.
Perfect.
Yeah, you have her screw them over, and then she cuts them loose. She's like, you know what? If I need to be a champion, I can't have scrubs who always lose championship matches around me. That's a toxic environment. And then she's like, see you want to be G's later or something like that. And then not Enzo. Then that's where she turns on Bayley. She has Bayley has a rib injury, she has a kayfabe rib injury right now, so she can exploit the ribs and win like that and say, well, you said it yourself, Bayley. We throw the friendship out the window. And we see an aggressive side of Carmella we've never seen before. Like, they can go so many ways with this angle. Like, I was just thinking, NXT, you're going the friendship angle. Like, come on, guys. Come on. And then I realized, wait, this can turn into so much more.
Yeah.
But I still say Bayley retains the championship.
All right.
Now, someone threw something at me. Someone threw something at me on Twitter yesterday. Could we ever get a Bayley versus Asuka match?
Asuka's probably be the one to beat Bayley for the title.
I'm like, I don't know, because would they even go there? Like, Bayley's this beloved babyface, and you have Asuka fighting her. Would this turn the crowd against Bayley, or would this turn Asuka heel?
Neither. I mean, it'd be why can't it'd be almost like I wouldn't say Bryan versus Cena, but people hate Cena, but almost like in that case.
That SummerSlam building went nuts when Bryan won that championship match.
Yeah, but it almost be like a face versus face match. Why can't you have that?
Because people believe in today's world of wrestling, because of what the WWE has put out there for us, that's just not possible without a heel turn. That's the ultimate payoff, a heel turn. But in NXT, it's whenever they do face versus face, sign of respect. Like Adrian Neville versus Finn Balor at NXT TakeOver Rival last year. Remember that?
Yeah.
End of that match, how did that end? After Finn won.
Yeah, didn't they shake hands or something? Or
Yeah, they shook hands.
Yeah.
Sign of respect. It's what they do. Like,
so that's what's going to happen again. I mean, when was the last face versus face feud with women in NXT? Was there one?
I'm thinking. See, Sasha was a heel. Oh, Bailey, Bailey Sasha. Like they
All
respected
right.
each other. They showed respect, but after the match, they hugged, they cried. Triple H came out, hugged both of them.
You can do it again with these two, or you can have one turn heel if you don't want to repeat it.
Uh, I'll say this much. I'll agree with you there. I'll agree with you and all that. But can I just say, because everybody knows if you've been watching the series of Wrestle Talk and just that on my channel, I was not the biggest fan of Bailey. Matt, I don't even know if I've said this to you completely yet. I'm a fan now. Like after what she did with Nia at Takeover, I'm a fan. I'm now. Does that mean I'm gonna go out and start buying Hugger T-shirts? I don't know. That's a stretch, even though I do own a New Day T-shirt.
There's part of me that still does not like her at all, but there's also that one part that's like, well, I don't hate you.
That's how I felt. That's the exact feeling I had.
And now you're starting to like her now, or you're a fan now?
I'm a fan of Bailey now, yeah.
I don't hate her, but I do not like her yet. I think I'm warming up to her more, though.
That's how it started with me. Like, you know the arm submission that Pentagon Jr. does, right?
Yeah.
That's how Bailey beat Sasha the last time they faced.
Oh, wow.
And then she started kicking her in the head as she did it.
Man.
And Sasha tapped out. It was like Iron Man match.
Oh, wow. Well, speaking of Pentagon, do you want to go
Yeah, we talked about enough about NXT at this point. Lucha Underground, people.
this week?
Season 2 premiere.
I hope they put the first season on Netflix, too. Just saying that before we get into talk about season 2.
Yeah, because NXT, I remember before The Walking Dead season 6 started, they put season 5 like days before, like maybe a day or two before the next season came out. So I'm just hoping by the time this episode's over, leading into next week, or maybe by like Monday or Tuesday, Lucha Underground is on Netflix, because please, I need to see Mil Muertes powerbomb Phoenix through a building.
Yeah, I want to see. I need to go back and see more.
Like, because I caught up like late season 1, like maybe maybe the last 11 weeks I had to watch Lucha Underground. I seen the first 2 weeks. Maybe I missed about a good 20-some weeks.
Wow.
Yeah. I missed a lot of Lucha.
Yeah, same here. I want it, you know.
And then moments I always hear about a lot of Katrina, like having Mia Morte throw her up against the wall and hit her with a death choke.
Yeah.
And like, what do you call it? She just like, because he's sick of losing, and she's just like, okay, I'll go take care of it. Like, she's the calmest of the calm about being choked. Like, she doesn't care.
Yeah.
And I think that this girl was Maxine on Vince's incarnation of NXT for season 3. And I know what she is now. It's just like, what?
Wow.
Do you remember who Maxine is?
I'm trying to think. Maxine. That sounds familiar.
Hold on, let me see if I can get you an image here really quick. But continue on what you were saying about Lucha Underground.
Yeah, it's finally here. I'm excited. Gordon, real quick, I ask you, are we going to review it, or are you going to do... We'll both review it after? All right.
Okay, so this is how it's going to work out. If no one seen my review the other day, I did say how my schedule's going to work on the last second. Lucha Underground is going to be second. Not second. NXT is going to be second. Okay, so here's how it's going to work. Lucha Underground from 8 to 9. Review Lucha Underground from like 9 to like 9:30, 9:45, however long that review lasts. And then NXT from then till about 11 o'clock, I'll start my NXT review.
All right.
That's how that'll work. Now, are you going to be around for both or just Lucha Underground?
I'll be around for both. Now, Lucha is the one because Lucha Underground,
Lucha Underground's the one you're mainly in it to win it for?
Yeah, that one I'll be watching every week. I just got the channel actually in my room, so
nice.
So I don't have to go on the computer anymore or go downstairs to watch it. Now I can just watch it upstairs pretty much.
All right, just give me a second here. I'm still trying to find a picture of Maxine.
Actually, one sec. Let me go check something on that. It's the El Rey Network thing. Hold on one sec. I'll be right back.
All right, people. I'm just looking for a picture of Katrina when she was Maxine from NXT. Okay, hold on. Maxine. And if he really wanted to just watch it, what he should have done is just had the Time Warner account password thing. I can't find a clear picture. Like I have the pictures of her like in the ring, but like you hold on, this might be it. This might be a Katrina picture. I can't tell yet. Curly Maxine Perez. Yeah, this is her. Okay. So I'll just put this here for him when he gets back. But point being, and I'll full screen this. Okay. My point was Katrina people. Amazing. But what he was saying was they need to put Lucha Underground on Netflix, and I will agree there. I will 100% agree there. Now, where I wonder, like, they left so many questions unanswered on Lucha Underground. First being, who's running the show now? Dario Cueto's on the run from Mexico because he just killed Black Lotus. And he had help to kill. No, he didn't kill Black Lotus. I'm sorry, he didn't kill Black Lotus. He killed. I forget who the masked guy was, but he killed the guy in the mask at the very end, and they had to escape the temple. Like that is the main question I want to know is going to be answered. Like where do they go from here? Who's in charge of Lucha Underground from here? Like that's what I want to know. And that is Maxine.
That's Maxine.
Yes.
All right. Yeah, I remember her.
Okay. And her transformation went to her being Katrina. Wow.
Yeah.
I'll be honest with you. I did not think. I'll be the first to say it. I did not think she'd get anywhere in the business really.
Yeah. Well,
I'll be the first to say it.
I'm looking at their roster right now. Rey Mysterio. Oh wait, Rey Mysterio's on their roster now, right?
Yeah.
So he'll be.
He's
coming around.
He's gonna be on this season. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm looking at their roster right now. Prince Puma, yeah, he was awesome. Pentagon's the best in my opinion.
Yeah, he is.
Pentagon and Johnny Mundo and Drago.
Oh, Drago?
Yeah. And there's a bunch.
Sexy Star could possibly be a world champion, which I know you said you weren't a fan of.
Who?
Sexy Star might possibly be a champion, and you said you're not a fan of that, like a woman being a world champion in a promotion.
Yeah, that part I'm not too.
See, but tell me, like, how do you feel Lucha Underground will go wrong about it?
I don't know. I'd have to wait and see. I've never seen it before, so I have to wait and see.
Yeah, but Matt, in a world that we live in, where anytime I'm not gonna say anytime I show you something to try and like throw it under the bus or anything, but like you say, it's like I've seen this before. You've never seen a woman as a world champion.
Yeah, but that's not something I'd be impressed by. I mean,
but like anything,
I don't know. It's not gonna be good. If this show gets big ratings and they're seeing a woman getting beat up by a man, you know how much trouble they'll get in for that? Because I mean, look at WWE. Because this isn't like, you know, a lot of indie shows. Lucha really isn't an indie show. It's just like a show. I mean, it's on TV. It's just it doesn't get a lot of ratings yet, and it's going to, I hope. And I mean,
well, the good thing is they're already signed for season 2 and 3.
Yeah, but they're still gonna have to deal with stuff. I mean, and I don't know. A woman beating up a bunch of dudes. I mean, if she beats somebody like Pentagon, it's like I know this is still entertainment in a way. That's why I like Lucha Underground because it's not. I mean, it's wrestling, but it's also drama and all that. And I like to have my same with WWE. I like my belief to be suspended, pretty much. So, or suspend your disbelief, if you will. Well, I don't know about that.
They do that anytime Sexy Star wins a match against a man. Like some of her matches I've seen that she's won by like roll ups and cradles, and she's caught guys off guard sometimes. She almost got her arms snapped by Pentagon before, I think. Like they don't make her look like she's overpowered and she beats all the top men. Like they don't do that to her. They don't like she's an underdog, but she's not like the WWE prototype underdog. Like Lucha Underground does almost everything. The only thing they do correctly is the sense of booking. Not I didn't mean to.
It's one of those things you just have to. Yeah, it's one of those things that you're gonna have to wait and see. I'll see if it happens, and we'll see if it's. I've never seen it before, so I'll watch.
But see, like we're discrediting the actual champion right now. I don't know who I can see being Mil Muertes. Like we watched the match with Puma. Puma's 630 was never kicked out of until the final time he hit it on Mil Muertes, and Mia
Yeah,
Morte.
Mil Mortis is awesome too.
Yeah, kicked out of it. But anyways, we're gonna and see, there's questions here. I want to know, where does Johnny Mundo go from here, because Patron is gone and that whole thing is done. I want to know if Molina's coming back with him. I know from what I heard, Vampiro will continue to be Pentagon's master and will leave the commentary position, which makes me wonder who's commentating with Matt Striker.
I wish it was Jim Ross, but
We're getting the whole Wrestle Kingdom 9 commentary again.
man, that'd be cool. That's the only thing on Lucha Underground. I'm not their commentary isn't I'm not the biggest fan. I mean, I liked what's his name, who
Matt Striker.
no, not Matt Striker. Shoot, you
Vampiro?
just said him, Vampiro.
He's off commentary now.
Yeah, I liked him. Striker, I don't know. His voice kind of just bothers me for some reason. He's good.
I personally enjoy Matt Striker because he covers everything you need to know.
Yeah, but I like to have like that voice to it, like a unique voice kind of. I don't know. I'm not too big on it.
Okay, I won't speak for you, but have you heard Mauro Ranallo yet?
From SmackDown?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's great.
Yeah, I if we could, no, because WWE never liked Striker either. Well, I'm pretty sure you'd rather have that kind of voice calling Lucha Underground then.
Yeah. You can have them both even. I mean, I'd be fine with that. I mean, I'm not saying Striker is bad. I'm not going to complain about it when it happens. I'm just saying that he's not my first choice pretty much to call. But, I mean, no, he's good. He's good. But, I mean, if he has a good side guy, I'm sure he'll be great. It just depends on who comes in.
I like the guy they put there with him after Ultima Lucha. Like, he didn't sound like he got in the way. He didn't sound like he said anything egregious. He didn't say anything offensive. I'll take that guy.
Yeah, let's try that.
Okay.
Let's see. What time are we at on here? All right, so 35 minutes. So if we're going to probably do this like an hour and do you want to get into the Rumble?
Let's see here.
Anything else we need to cover?
Oh, I'm not gonna go over the match at all, really. I'm just gonna say this. Last week, if you didn't see Ring of Honor and you are a viewer of Ring of Honor on this channel, just do me a favor. If you didn't see last week, before this week's episode airs, and what time is it? 6:22. Before this episode airs in 2.5 hours, go watch last week's. Don't even watch the whole episode if you really don't want to. Go watch the main event with the Young Bucks versus the Kingdom versus who am I forgetting? Young Bucks, Kingdom, and the Red Dragon. Just go watch that main event. The Philadelphia Street Fight was awesome. And see, I want to say something that could prove it was awesome. I don't know. AJ came in and he hit a woman. So go watch it.
You should tell them who that woman is, because I tune in.
He hit Maria.
Maria. It's Maria. So
Now,
that's enough right there to tune in.
I also love Maria. She takes bumps. She's not afraid to get hit by a man. I remember the last person I hit him. She was yelling at the Bucks. She's like, "You're not gonna hit the Meltzer driver on." I forgot which one of the Kingdom guys it was. We're not gonna hit the Meltzer driver on him. And then the Bucks got knocked down by Christopher Daniels and Kazarian. She was talking trash to Chris Daniels. Chris Daniels just clocks her in the face. And then he's like, "Shut up!" Christopher Daniels, a little things like that. I just love it. Adam Cole the one time, Adam Cole, baby! Christopher Daniels knocks him out. Christopher Daniels, bitch! I'm sorry. I just became a fanboy for a second. I'm sorry, but
it's all good, man.
We're gonna move on here. So we're gonna talk about. I think it's because this is gonna take a while. Royal Rumble predictions.
I have the card right here, so.
This is actually the first card in a while I remembered by heart.
You remembered?
By heart, yeah.
Wait, what's the tag team? Darren Young and Sandow. Wow, I haven't heard him in a while. With the Dudleys, the Ascension, Mark Henry, and Jack Swagger. It says Fatal 4-Way Tag Team Match to qualify for the
pre-show. That has to be the pre-show.
It says to qualify for the Royal Rumble, so it means two of them are going to qualify. I'm guessing.
Wait, Darren Young and Mark Henry are a team now? I mean, Darren Young and Damien.
Yeah.
Any word on what happened with Darren Young and Titus?
Who knows? Maybe. Never mind.
You're going to make a joke, and I know where you're going to go with that. And you're...
Yeah. Gordon knows me. Oh, man. Darren Young. Anyway, yeah.
Okay, so two of them are going to qualify. Yeah, okay, so I'm guessing that. You're wait. Um. Okay, so who'd you say who are the tag teams in this?
Darren Young and Damian Sandow versus the Dudleys versus the Ascension versus Mark Henry and Jack Swagger. Wow. That is
Henry and
ugh.
Swagger win it. Henry and Swagger win it. They're going to do that just because Mark Henry said it's going to be his last Royal Rumble.
Okay.
I was going to go with the Dudleys until you said Mark Henry.
Yeah, I would have taken maybe a Dudleys versus Ascension. That'd be an awesome match, but
I
um,
don't know if awesome is the word to describe that.
I like them both teams, so
Okay, then.
that'd be good for me to watch. I mean, hey, that's my opinion. All right, and then we have the New Day versus the Usos. I definitely think the New Day is going to win, and I hope they win because I hate the Usos more than anything. And yeah, that's enough for me.
I hate the Usos as well, too. Okay. Okay. I was looking at the primetime players saying furious when they were split up, but that might have been a while ago. But okay. So I could go on forever. New Day rocks and all that good stuff. I'm just gonna say this. Matt was correct. There's no substance to this really. There's just you beat the New Day. You deserve a title shot. This feels like the laziest of lazy booking for the New Day. It's just like here's how they treat the New Day now. Here's how WWE treats the New Day. Okay, we obviously feel like you're bigger than the tag titles because you get a reaction every time you go out there and people love you. So what we're gonna do for you people is New Day, you just get to go out there. It's like Road Dogg and Billy Gunn. It's like the New Age Outlaws. You're guaranteed a microphone every time you go out there, and you just get to do 5 minutes of just stupid, ridiculous, funny stuff.
Yeah.
So that's what they're gonna do. They're gonna just come out there and just crap all over the Usos, win the match by Xavier Woods helping them, and then they're gonna retain the titles. If New Day loses this match, I'm not shocked, but I am mad.
Yeah, I'll be pretty pissed because I hate the Usos, and I'm not in the mood to hear their entrance at the end or song play at the end of this, and then watch the New Day complain. Because I don't want to see the Usos. Usos have like 20 tag team championships now.
Two.
Two?
Yes, they have two title reigns. They're going for
Well,
three.
it feels like an eternity. All right,
Because the
so
one reign, no, did they have a long reign at one point?
yeah, they did for sure. Remember that they beat Harper and Rowan, and everyone was shocked by that because they had the title since Mania, and they finally lost it to
Oh
Goldust and
yeah.
Stardust. To
And then
Goldust and Stardust. It's
they
like
beat them.
really that
They
was so lame.
and then
Why
they
not
won the
the?
titles back. And then Miz and Mizdow beat them for him.
Oh my! See, look at that. That's shit right there.
See, I was entertained by Miz and Mizdow for a little while, but then I knew that I had to
Eh,
have ultimate payoff at some point. And
no
they
payoff at all. I knew
see
it wasn't.
see my theory for this was like the Miz just disappears for a while, comes back and gets his name back. I was gonna say Mizdow gets to be the Miz forever and host Miz TV and everything. Like Mizdow gets to be the ultimate Miz. That's what I was gonna do. And they went with that. They went with that, and they went with that story. Whoever wins gets to be the ultimate Miz. But then at the end of the day, they just had Miz win a Summer Rae, screw him over, and Summer was acting like she was his Miz, but then they just split up and nothing ever came of that.
Yeah, but who would want to be the Miz? I wouldn't.
Well, see, Mizdow was getting reactions from people as the Miz, so
Uh,
and he was doing a pretty good job.
Sandow can get a reaction from anything, though. He's good like that.
True. No.
So yeah. Then you have the Divas match next: Charlotte versus Becky.
Becky Lynch.
I think I would
Matt,
like this. Huh?
just let me take this moment.
Go
I
ahead.
said it to you for the longest time. Nikki Bella was my favorite on the main roster, and why was she my favorite on the main roster at the time?
Because she can wrestle and she was hot.
Yes, and why else at that time before the NXT women got called up?
I mean, she was the only person that was really that talented up there other than Paige.
Yeah, and that was my point. Like that's all we got at one point was Nikki versus Paige, Nikki versus Paige, Nikki versus Paige. Like AJ was still around, but she had just left.
Not as much. She was like on and off.
Yeah, she was on and off, and I was a huge fan of Nikki Bella. But then having Sasha come up, I'm not even really even Charlotte that much anymore. Having Charlotte come up and having Becky come up was really a huge uplifting. And once I realized I had Becky Lynch in the main roster, I looked at myself and I'm like, I'm a fan of Nikki Bella. Like, yeah, she's good in the ring, but like, where's her character? Like, her character is, we're doing it for the Bella brand.
Yeah.
I just looked at myself and like, oh God.
Well, you
So
have lower standards when you don't have much to work with.
actually, true. That is a thing. Yeah. So I guess like I was just thinking too. Like, watch. I'm a Becky Lynch fan. Whatever I want never comes true. So watch Becky Lynch just gets the short end of the stick, and that's how it was looking for a while. She was losing to everybody. She wasn't winning anything, and then all of a sudden, Sasha gets injured, and this 6 week build to the Rumble happens, and they slowly build Becky and Charlotte. And I'll say for the most part, this has been a solid build. I'm not going to say it's been awesome. This has actually been a solid build. Do I think Becky Lynch will win? No. But do I hope she maintains momentum and keeps rolling from this? Yes. But it's WWE. So do I think that's going to happen? No. She's going to start losing matches after she loses to Charlotte because they realize they don't have to build her up as a credible opponent anymore.
Hmm.
Your thoughts, Matt?
I don't have too much thoughts on this match, but really, I know Charlotte's gonna win the match, but I don't like Charlotte at all. I haven't watched Becky. She's had some good matches, so of course Becky I'd rather have win. But at the same time, I already know Charlotte's gonna win. So
Can we just pull like the ultimate swerve, have Becky win, call up Bayley, make her lose the title at Takeover, like have her be NXT Women's Champion and be on the roster for like a little bit, like they did with Sasha. Like Sasha was champion on the roster for like 2, maybe 3 months for a while she was there. Have her lose that Takeover to whoever. Hey, even someone like a Nia Jax, you can do that.
What if?
Yeah. And then have the Fatal 4-Way that they had at Rival at WrestleMania. And
What if you? Oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say have anybody but Charlotte win that. I don't care. Sasha,
What if you?
awesome.
Oh,
Bayley,
sorry.
awesome. Sasha, awesome. Bayley, awesome. Becky, awesome. Just not Charlotte. Okay, go ahead.
What if you had though a diva that had both titles at once, the Divas and the NXT Women's, for a while, like months?
I figure you'd have to give it to Bayley then.
Maybe there was something different in there.
But see, doesn't if you're gonna be the girl that Vince throws out there and represents, aren't you gonna want like a model? And like not to discredit Bayley or call her ugly, but Bayley's not a model.
But no,
Even
she's
though,
not.
remember the one time we seen her on Breaking Ground, I'm like, whoa, hold on, like Bayley, like
And
not,
she's kind of cute then.
yeah, I'm like she's. But in general, I'll just say like to most fans, like Bayley is looked at as adorable because of what she does for people. Like they say, either one or two things is gonna happen to Bayley when she gets called up. Female John Cena, where she brings in a whole new audience of little girls to be inspired by her, and she brings in a whole bunch of merchandise, the Hugger T-shirts, or she flops and immediately has to go back down to NXT.
Bad. She's either gonna be at the very top or the very bottom, no middle.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah.
Becky was. I'm like, they're gonna send Becky back to NXT for 2 reasons. One, Vince is gonna say she's not ready, and two, her story definitely wasn't finished being told there.
Yeah. Well, you want to talk about the next match? It's Gordon's most anticipated one.
Oh, please go ahead.
Del Rio versus Kalisto.
Wait. I knew you were gonna go there. As you're talking about the other one, but this is Kalisto for me. Like Kalisto has to win this match because I was like annoyed. I've been annoyed this entire time. Del Rio was champion. This Kalisto feud has clicked for me for Del Rio. But I think it's only because I'm a huge fan of Kalisto, and they're actually building him like he's actually going to be a new star, and like he actually is going to be another Rey Mysterio, and that's how I feel about it. And I just feel if Kalisto loses this match, he's going to go back to doing nothing and probably jobbing sooner than later. And I say I want Kalisto to win, but something just tells me Del Rio is going to win.
Del Rio's definitely winning. They wouldn't have Kalisto win, then give back to Del Rio, then give it just back to Kalisto. Kalisto have never lost it.
Or actually, like for the last couple of months, every pay-per-view we had, one match at least ends in disqualification. I see the League of Nations getting involved here and probably disqualification, and we somehow out to Mania.
Yeah, that sounds good. This match for me though, it's probably the match I don't care about. For me, I think either like Gordon said, a DQ or Alberto's gonna win. I really think so.
They're gonna find somebody to carry it out to Mania. We're gonna probably do like some U.S. Open Invitational where it's like the whole Cruiserweight Invitational, and it comes down Del Rio and Kalisto went to Battle Royal at Mania.
Are you talking?
That's 2 Battle Royals, and that's the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal, and that's the U.S. I don't know if they're gonna ever do that. Like,
wait, are you talking about the one at WrestleMania 20?
Like the
Remember the It was a cruiserweight open, and there was about, I'm going to say, maybe 8 or 10 cruiserweights around the ring. And first two would fight. Then once one got eliminated, another guy would jump in. It'd be a pin or submission pretty much until the final two.
See, I would enjoy that. Like, see, I like
They
how they
should do that.
they should do that with the U.S. Championship, and then come at, like leave it down to Del Rio and Kalisto, and like you gotta put Kalisto when it's the first guy.
Yeah, and just have them last all the way through.
Yeah,
I mean,
do that.
you would probably get like Xavier Woods in there, and of course like Damian Sandow, guys like that, pretty much. You're gonna have to. I mean, who else are gonna throw in? They're not gonna throw Dean Ambrose in that type of match.
No, but you could throw. See, you said those kind of guys. Yeah, throw the social outcast in there. Yeah,
Yeah, them.
that's
like
four guys
yeah.
right there. That's like 4 or 5 guys right there.
And then maybe not Rusev, but you could throw all the other League of Nations guys in. Or Sheamus, not either. Just 2 of them, I say. Del Rio and who else is there? And no, not Axel. Who else is in the League of Nations? It's Rusev, Sheamus.
Del Rio, Sheamus, and Barrett.
Yeah, you can throw Barrett in there. Now, for the top 2 matches, these ones this is why I'm watching the pay-per-view. The other matches I really do not care too much about, but these 2 I do. Dean Ambrose versus Kevin Owens in a last man standing match. This match is probably should be epic. I'm not gonna go into thinking, they're gonna tear it apart, because last time I did that was when Rollins and Ambrose had the ladder match, and Gordon called me. He's like, Matt, you might call me crazy for saying this, but this is really boring. And I was gonna call him actually and say that, but I'm like, watch, he's gonna shit on me when I say it. And no, it's just a slow match. But you think
we agreed on that?
Yeah, you totally. And but I think they're gonna do good in this one. I think we were talking about this earlier, and I think Ambrose, if they keep him, he's supposed to fight Jericho at Mania, which I guess is okay. I would like better for Ambrose, but if he wins, it keeps him a bit relevant. Have Owens win the title, because Ambrose, I know he has gone down since his, the summer he had pretty much when he was fighting Rollins, but at the same time, he's one of those guys that you can build right back up.
Summer? Which summer? Last summer or this summer?
2 ago. 2
summers ago, he was fighting Rollins after the Shield broke up. Last summer, he was fighting Rollins all summer for the title.
Yeah. So, and you can build up Ambrose. Just I'm not saying after he loses, just let him start losing a big bunch, but make him feel more important after this. And I think Owens needs the title more, but have him hang on to it for a long time. A long time.
Ambrose?
No, Owens. Have Owens hold the title for a long time.
Oh, yeah, because Owens' first IC championship reign, I loved what he did with this. Okay. This was at the Cell, like when they were outside of Staples Center. On the pre-show, what was it? Matt, you ever been inside of Staples Center?
Outside?
Well, outside, whatever, outside or inside of Staples Center?
Yeah, I've been around it. I've passed it.
You have the Magic Johnson statue right there, right?
Yeah.
Kevin Owens was around the Magic Johnson statue saying, and there were a bunch of people crowding him too with security. He was like, you people idolize, and see, I'm going to use this Christmas tree here that's still sitting here because I'm too lazy. Hold on, I'm gonna put on a show for you people here. You people idolize a fake god. This man is not a god. You people idolize someone who has never done anything for you, who never will do anything for you, and you idolize guys who are in sports. And Matt, you're gonna get heat with Kev for this one. You guys like hockey. Yeah. You guys like basketball. Yeah. This is a guy who is a fake monarch. I am a guy who's a real monarch. I am an actual champion. These guys win championships and have to defend them and could be eliminated from their sport without even having to defend it. That's garbage. In order to get through anything, you have to get through me. I am the guy who makes anything and everything relevant. Any Intercontinental Champion that came before me no longer exists. I am the god of the Intercontinental Championship. I am the guy, the number one guy, who's going to bring this championship back to relevance. And you know what? He's like, here's the irrelevant thing. Anybody else just came before me. Forget Harley Race, all those guys who won it before me, yada, yada. He's like, I don't care. I'm the guy. I'm a prize fighter. This is the ultimate prize. He's like, not some sports team that you come to see and pay your money to see. You got to pay your money to see something in someone relevant like me, who He's like, he basically said, imagine somebody else defending my title for me.
Yeah.
That's what sports are like. He's like, and tonight, after I beat Ryback again, you'll see why. This is the Kevin Owens show. I wish he would have spit on the statue.
I'm happy he did not go next to the Wayne Gretzky one.
Oh my god.
That I would have been pissed. Even the Luke Robitaille. I hate the Kings, but Luke Robitaille and Gretzky are awesome. Due to Magic Johnson. That worked.
I wish he would have spit on the statue. I really, really, really do.
That would have been a bit disrespectful.
But he's a heel.
Yeah, but that's not unless they made like a fake statue, then it'd work. But you don't do it to the real one.
I would have did it. I would have definitely did it.
I guess.
Like I have no cares in the world. I would have spit on that statue and been a despicable human being.
All right, so we both say Owens needs to win and will win.
I say Owens needs to win and will win, and I said this because Dean Ambrose, they have built this man up as you have to kill him to put him down. He said it himself, and he's proved it. Like, I mean, even go back to that ladder match. Go into the ambulance match with Wyatt. This man don't do anything until he kills you or kills himself. By trying to kill you. And, you know, like, oh, people say, oh, he's crazy. He's not crazy. Like, Matt, we've come to this conclusion, right? We've all come to this conclusion at this point. Dean Ambrose is not crazy.
Yeah.
Just a badass. That's all he is.
Exactly.
Like, I don't even have to go into detail. Like if you can find one crazy thing Dean Ambrose has done, leave it in the comments, please. Okay. But we both agree that Owens wins this match.
Yep. Now the big dog of them all. This match I'm excited about because it's something I haven't seen in my generation. It is I guess Ric Flair happened to him a long time ago, but the title will be defended in the Royal Rumble match. I'm excited for this. Now, there's rumors about AJ, of course, so we're not going to get too much into that. If it happens, it happens.
Who's that? AJ Styles is at Ring of Honor tonight doing his last show.
I guess you can talk about that. Go ahead, real quick.
Okay, so everybody's saying AJ Styles rumors and all that. Like, yeah. Well, see, everybody said AJ's going to be in the Rumble. Well, it's guaranteed. I've practically heard that AJ Styles will be backstage at Rumble. And AJ will be backstage at Rumble. But it's not guaranteed that he'll be in it yet.
Yeah, same here. I heard the same thing.
Actually, hold on. I'm just going to try and find this really quick. There was a report I heard earlier this week from this UK wrestling news thing I listened to. It's like 2-3 minutes long here and there. I just want to find it. But, Matt, you want to give your thoughts and then I'll play it?
On what? Say it again?
You want to give your thoughts on this and then I'll play it?
On thoughts on him coming or what?
Yeah, your thoughts on AJ and the Royal Rumble and everything?
Yeah, I'll talk about it real quick. I think he's going to be in the Rumble, but I think if the rumors get way too big, which they are, they might just pull it and save him for tomorrow. But honestly, I think he'll be in the Rumble. I think he'll be in.
I'll agree with you.
It's the Rumble. They're going to go all the way. He'll be in it.
Now, that being said, I have found the audio, and also I get blocked by some video, by some ad, then I'll give my thoughts.
WCTV News is brought to you in association with WrestleZone. Hello and welcome to the WCTV News. I'm Ollie P. Remember to subscribe to us so you can get the latest breaking wrestling news. Like our top story today, AJ Styles has officially signed with the WWE. This comes after weeks of rumors and speculation, but it looks like the confirmation we have all been waiting for is finally here. PW Insider are reporting that AJ Styles has officially signed a WWE contract and is due to start working for the company at this weekend's Royal Rumble show. According to the site, Styles is booked to be at the Royal Rumble event in Orlando, Florida, as well as next week's Raw and SmackDown tapings in Miami and Tampa, respectively. But hey, hold your horses and step down off the top rope, buddy, because before you get too excited, this does not necessarily mean that Styles will be appearing in Sunday's Royal Rumble match or on the show at all. All we know is that he will definitely be backstage that evening, making the moment when Big Show comes out at number 30 all the more infuriating.
Ha! Matt, did you hear that last part?
No, I didn't hear it.
Okay, hold on. I actually will replay that because that actually was pretty funny.
When Big Show comes, definitely, or on the show at all. All know that he will definitely be backstage. That he's making the moment when Big Show comes out at number 30 all the more infuriating.
Exactly. Oh, quick little thing. That guy you heard talking right there, his name is Ollie Davis. I personally talked to that guy on Twitter and YouTube here and there, like in the comments for Wrestle Talk and all that crap, for Wrestle Talk TV. Like that's the little thing that's called in the UK. Like it's not a rip of what our podcast is called at all, but like because like they just named it that. Like they would copyright us at all. Like they would copyright us because the guy does see my channel and I told him about the podcast and everything. And personally, like my reaction in their comment section has gotten him to be their daily news guy because the other guy was just bland and boring. I'll say that now. So like little jokes like that, like making the moment when Big Show comes out at number 30, all the more infuriating. It's just like that's little jokes like that, little ribs like that is what I like.
Yeah.
But anyways, so you did hear that, right, Matt? He just doesn't like obviously they're not going to confirm the Rumble yet, but like it's basically
He is in. He is going to be there, just maybe not in the match.
yeah, that's what they said. Like backstage, he will be at the build. He will be in the building. He'll be at the venue, but in the match, yet we don't know because like
Yeah.
they can do that on the spot booking because whoever thought that Austin Aries was going to like last night at NXT be there and I'm sorry and wrestle in the tapings.
Yeah.
And like they could have just said, okay, you're gonna wrestle, yeah, okay. You want to do it today? Okay, sure.
Yeah. Pretty much.
Who would ever thought that would have been the case?
Exactly.
Okay. Now that being said, we haven't gotten on our picks to win yet. They haven't said it yet, but it makes the perfect sense for revenge. I'm calling Triple H to win the Royal Rumble. The 14-time world champion.
Who do you want to win the Rumble, Gordon?
I'd rather have Dean Ambrose win it, but we all know that can't and won't happen. And there are rumors of Daniel Bryan, so if Daniel Bryan can come in and win it, I'm fine with that too.
Fuck you. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I do not want Daniel Bryan to win it. That's just me. I want Lesnar to win it, and I want Triple H to win it. Now, I'm not going to say I want Triple H to win it just because it's Roman Reigns, because I notice a lot of people will say, "Oh, let Triple H win it." Let's get real. They're only saying they want Triple H to win is because they don't want Roman to be champion. I want Triple H to win because I've always been a Triple H fan, plain and simple.
So that's one of two reasons. That's one of two reasons. One, I don't want Roman. Two, I actually know Triple H can carry out a tolerable reign that people can actually get into.
I'll take it either way. If Reigns wins, I think it'd be too predictable. I mean, I don't hate Reigns, but I don't want him winning this match. If he does, I'm not gonna rant and rage. It's just gonna be like, I'm in to see.
Rumble, Matt, I needed about a solid 30 minutes before I did.
I mean, you're back here the next year. I mean, if you really hated it last year that bad, you wouldn't be here predicting for the next one. Is what it is.
That's what this company does to you, Matt. They keep you sucked in.
I think it's once you buy their network, it's like they like microchip you in your sleep, so you have to watch.
So I'm just gonna smash my PS4.
Yeah. I want Lesnar to win, of course. I want Triple H. I'll take Reigns. I don't want Bryan to win it. Is Ambrose even in the Rumble match?
Him and Owens should. I don't know.
Well, here's the announced guys. Big Show.
Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, these are the guys that are in. These are what they've announced. Big Show, Curtis Axel, Bray Wyatt, Braun Strowman, Luke Harper, Eric Rowan, Ryback, Ziggler, Boo. Ziggler, too. I do not want him winning.
Motley Crue.
Jericho. Jericho. Oh, yeah. Jericho would be cool, but I don't think he's winning. Reigns, Lesnar, Stardust, him too, Boo. Sheamus, Kofi, Kingston.
No.
The entire New Day is going to be in it. So,
they'll be in collectively for a while.
That should be interesting. I want to see Kofi's spot.
First guy out is Woods.
Yeah.
Or I don't know. I'll say that like Kofi like gets tossed out, but he lands like they have to practice this all day. he lands on the New Day and then just leapfrogs off of each one of them to get back in the ring.
Yeah, that'd be unique, pretty right there.
Or if you're going to use Kalisto in the Rumble at all, make Kalisto do the spot.
I don't think he'll be in it, honestly.
Yeah, then it has to be Kofi.
I think they would have announced that one.
Or what about Neville? What about, because Neville's not doing anything?
Yeah, he's not in there. I don't know. They haven't announced everyone, so hopefully they throw a couple guys in there. So you want Triple H to win, and you said Ambrose if he's in.
Triple H, Ambrose, or Bryan.
Bryan. All right. I say Lesnar, Triple H, and other than that, I don't really care. It's whatever. I'll be pissed, of course. Well, I'm not gonna,
I like
go
how
crazy.
both of us have learned our lesson from counting on Bray Wyatt.
Oh, I know. The last year that would. I'd root for him, but I hope Lesnar fights Wyatt during that match. I hope he eliminates him, gets payback from last week. That'd be great. But I think we'll get that. And then, huh?
I said, yeah, I'll agree there.
All right. So after we said who we want to win and who we think,
wait. Braun Strowman, my friend.
Yeah, him and Lesnar will have a little, fight there. That should be good.
Braun Strowman, other than Kane and Undertaker, were the last people to take him off his feet. No one has taken Braun Strowman off his feet yet.
Lesnar. Now, but what special appearances do you see making in? Do you see Shawn Michaels, like some people are saying? Do you see anybody?
Billy Gunn.
Billy Gunn,
Kevin Nash. Saxton just went out there and make Byron Saxton try and come in and make him make him break Santino's record.
Yeah, by Lesnar. Lesnar just that'd take too long to F5 him out. Let's have a little fun though. If you had to pick 5 wrestlers, they have to be alive to make an appearance. Who would you pick? Pick 5 of them.
New Age Outlaws. Both of them.
It can be any from any era. Well, not any era, I guess. They'd have to be a little bit. But what how they had like DDP last year, around that age, so it can be.
I don't know. Find Ultimo Dragon.
Yeah, him. Dig him up. Shoot, put him in Lucha Underground or something.
Ultimo Dragon versus Drago.
Yeah, screw it. That'd be great.
Find Ultimo Dragon. See, I was gonna joke around and say Jimmy Wang Yang.
Yeah, sure, you can do that.
The Asian Cowboy who came from TNA is Jimmy Yang.
Jimmy Yang.
But Jimmy Wang Yang. I don't know. I should say maybe throw Nakamura in there.
Yeah. I would like him to be in there, but if Bryan, I would like to see Nakamura eliminate Bryan so they can it can lead to a match. I want to see that match because I think Bryan said he put Nakamura over. So,
you want to know the sad part about this?
Now I like Nakamura, people. I think he's awesome. What?
You want to know the sad part about that entire thing?
What?
Shinsuke Nakamura, his contract's not up until March the 30th. Not March 30th. I'm sorry, January 30th. I'm sorry. That's 3 days ahead of where we are now.
Have Triple H just pay it off or something then. That'd be sick. That would be sick.
It would. But Joe, Ultimo Dragon, the New Age Outlaws, and Joe, Ultimo Dragon, and I got one more pick, and that's gonna be the fanboy inside of me just wanted to say CM Punk.
Of course. You know what? Screw that. I'll throw CM Punk in there for sure. I'll always be a Punk fan. I know, that between him and Vince, they both didn't get along. I'm going to keep it at that. Who cares?
But Triple H just put so many bridges back together, even though he had issues with Triple H, but they weren't as deep-rooted as Vince. But still, at the same time, I don't know, just maybe.
Yeah. So I think, CM Punk will always, if we're up here next year, and Punk, I'm not saying he's going to return, but I'll always take that return.
I'll take it too, but I'm going to say 100% I doubt it.
It's not going to happen, but, anything can happen in the WWE.
God.
So I'll take him. Let's see. I was actually going to say Rollins for a second, but I'm like, no, there's no way. All right, I'm going to do this.
Although he is walking with no crutches.
I'll take this can piss people off. John Cena to return as a heel. It's fake. He's not really in the hospital. Believe me, it's a work. People. No, I'm just kidding. I'll take Punk. I will take. Let's see. Goldberg. I will take.
I could actually see Goldberg doing something. I'm gonna.
He was supposed to return last year, but then Vince pissed him off or something. They had a whole fight. I take that. You can probably throw The Rock and Austin in there, but I doubt it. Maybe The Rock would. No.
He has a movie coming up. It's like the same. It's like his WrestleMania.
Oh yeah, that's right. So he's not gonna do it. Maybe Austin finally. No, he's not gonna do it.
HBK's not doing it.
I want to say I'm gonna say HBK just cause. How do you know he's not gonna do it?
What about Undertaker?
Yeah, Undertaker, and then my final guy. So it'd be Taker, Michaels, Punk, Goldberg, and Matt Morgan from 2005 Royal Rumble.
It's not the stuttering Matt Morgan, is it?
Huh?
It's not stuttering Matt Morgan, is it?
It is. Oh man, I'm just kidding. If I'd have to throw one more in there, I'd probably say like make Shinsuke come in, or something like that, or at least AJ, something like that. Throw somebody new, or even Zayn, Finn Balor, throw him in there. I don't expect.
I wouldn't make him wear paint. I wouldn't make him wear paint.
Oh, that's a little bit tough because it's supposed to be a big deal with the paint. So I guess, but he doesn't lose with the paint on.
Yeah, Demon Balor would. Yeah, he'd get tossed out. Therefore, he would have lost the match.
They need to build it up that he can't lose with the paint on. Maybe at least just Zayn. Maybe Zayn.
Yeah,
that would work. Yeah, I think Zayn would work better. Yeah, for sure. Because if you look at Neville, I mean, how they had that tag team match a year ago with Neville, Breeze, Zayn, and Tyson Kidd. It's like all of them have all came up except for Zayn, really. So Sami Zayn you could throw in there.
Even though people wanted him last year and they were cheering ole, ole, ole after Bryan went out.
Yeah, that would have been nice. Throw him in there.
JBL, they're national soccer chants, Maggle.
Yeah. I would not throw Baron Corbin in there yet because I think you need to save him. You really need to save him until he's like fully at his best.
Maybe you do. Maybe you Rusev treatment Corbin.
Yeah, that's what I say.
You bring him in, you have him just dominate for a little while, have everybody take him out, and then he debuts in After Mania.
He would be like an opponent for. I don't want him to get thrown out by Reigns though. That'd be like the most typical thing.
Like I said,
he's dominated.
Multiple people toss him out.
Yeah, that or like a cheap, something like some stupid elimination that's just like all luck, pretty much.
Agreed. And here's the thing, Vince, when you bring Corbin up, do not make him a face.
Yeah. Oh God.
They tried that and they failed so bad.
Yeah.
Like Baron Corbin's one of those guys who. He's not good either way. You have to make him a heel. And you have to book him correctly. You can't book him like everybody else where he's so vulnerable. Like Corbin can be vulnerable at times, but like no. You have to book Corbin like he's a destructive force.
Exactly.
See, every monster heel in Vince McMahon's eyes is eventually gonna get turned around. Like remember what we heard about Rusev? Like, oh, he's this big destructive and now he's just League of Nations guy who's just there.
Yeah. League of Nations is pretty much a job squad, other than maybe Sheamus, I guess you can say, sadly.
Because Sheamus was just a world champion.
Yeah. But, I think we've covered it all. Are you excited for the Rumble tomorrow?
As the days have gone on, I wasn't really excited about it. As we inch closer, the excitement's inching to grow up there. The whole card in general, I'd say I'm excited about the Rumble.
It's solid. There's no match that's like, oh God, I have to watch this. I haven't had that in a while, so it seems like at least each pay-per-view has one match. I'm like, God damn it, this has to happen. This one is like
the Rumble qualifier. It's just ew.
That's on the pre-show though, so.
I only watch pre-shows for Corey Graves, people. Just want to make that known right now. Just
have him roast the match. That'd be funny. Like, what is this? I don't know. Something he'd say. You'd probably be able to predict it, but
you said have him erase the match?
No, roast it. Like, make fun of it.
Okay, so we got the prime. He's like, So we're like, we haven't seen, like, Darren Young, we haven't seen in ages. Damian, fill in the blank Dow, Saxton Dow can probably make you entertaining, Saxton.
Exactly.
Like, just, you like Mark Henry, who's, like, the only guy who I really have respect for in this entire thing. Jack Swagger, who's been nowhere and is a nobody without Zeb Coulter. Like, just have
Exactly.
Corey Graves tear the match down piece by piece.
Yeah. All right. So, yeah, I think it'll be a fun pay-per-view, Mogul. Any last thoughts, Gordon?
We had fun, Maggle.
We did.
Saxton running traffic. I'm only kidding.
Please.
I'm only kidding.
Oh, geez, I wish. Just kidding. Kinda. All right, Gordon, you want to close it out or whatever?
All right, people, it's time for me to screw up. All right. Remember to leave a like on this video if you haven't liked it already. Subscribe if you're not subscribed for more of that WWE goodness on my channel. We'll be back for a Royal Rumble review tomorrow. Like this video, like I said. Subscribe. Follow me on Twitter. Gmaston. Yeah, Fight Maston Fight. But here's the thing. When you type in Fight Maston Fight, F-I-G-H-T, Maston, and Fight, the last fight in that, it's without a T. I didn't have enough room for it. Damn, my last name for being so long. And Matt, what's your Twitter?
Matt V182, I believe.
Okay.
Try that one. I have two. I have a wrestling one, and then I just have my regular one that, it's the social one, I guess you can say.
All right, then. Well, with that being said, that was Matthew Jericho. I've been Gordon Maston. And that, Matt, you want to say it?
Was wrestling.
Thank you, guys. See ya!